Self-doubt sabotaging you? Rewire your brain in just 4 minutes with Stanford's proven protocol and finally unleash the potential you've been hiding from yourself. Hey family, welcome back to Take and Grow. I'm Dr. Silas Kincaid, and if you're here, I already know something about you. That quiet voice in your head, the one that says not good enough, they'll laugh, you'll fail again, has shown up right before something important. Maybe it was before you hit publish on your first video, before you asked for the promotion, before you told someone you love how you really feel, or even before you started listening to this episode today. I've been there. Early in my career, that same doubt almost ended this podcast before episode 1. I sat in my studio, staring at a blank microphone, convinced nobody wanted to hear what I had to say. My chest tightened, my mind spiraled, and I nearly walked away from the dream that now reaches all of you. But today, we're changing that story forever. Stanford Medicine researchers discovered a 4-minute brain reset so powerful it beats meditation in speed and results. In this full 2-hour session, we're not just talking about it, we're living it together. We'll break down exactly why doubt wins so often, practice the technique live multiple times, apply it to every area of your life, and by the end, you'll walk away with a complete system you can use every single day. If you're ready to feel the shift in your body right now, do this with me. Take one slow breath in and let it out. Already lighter? Good. Smash that like button if you're ready to silence the critic for good. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's go deep together. This one is going to change how you show up in your own life. Let's start exactly where most people stay stuck, understanding the real price you're paying every single day you let self-doubt run the show. Picture this. You have the idea, the talent, the vision, but doubt whispers not yet, and you wait. Another year passes, another opportunity slips. Studies show that chronic self-doubt is linked to lower income, fewer promotions, weaker relationships, and even poorer physical health because it keeps your nervous system in low-grade fight or flight for years. I felt that cost personally. Back in 2018, I had the outline for Take and Grow completely written, but every time I tried to record, the voice said, "Who are you to teach growth?" I delayed the launch by 14 months. 14 months of potential listeners who never heard the message that could have changed their lives. That regret still sits with me. But here's the first real shift you get today. The moment you truly see the pattern, you can break it. Right now, pause with me and ask yourself, in which area of your life is self-doubt showing up the loudest? Career, relationships, creativity, health? Say it out loud or write it down. 10-second pause. You just took the first step of the protocol without even knowing it, because naming the doubt is the gateway. We're going to build on that for the next 2 hours. Now we go full science mode, so you understand exactly why this works when nothing else has. In 2023, Stanford Medicine ran a study with 111 people. They tested different breathing methods for just 5 minutes a day over 1 month. The group using this specific sigh technique showed the biggest drop in anxiety, the biggest rise in positive mood, and even lowered their resting heart rate and breathing rate more than the people doing regular mindfulness meditation. Here's the biology in plain language. When self-doubt hits, your breathing becomes shallow and fast. Carbon dioxide builds up in your lungs. Tiny air sacs collapse. Your brain thinks danger and floods you with stress chemicals. The inner critic gets louder because your body is literally signaling panic. The physiological sigh fixes it in seconds. One deep inhale through the nose opens the lungs fully. A quick second sip of air pops open those collapsed sacs and clears the carbon dioxide. Then a long, slow exhale through the mouth. This directly activates your rest and digest system, slows your heart rate, and tells your brain you are safe. Let me prove it to you right now with our first live practice. Sit comfortably, shoulders relaxed. Inhale deeply through your nose, fill all the way. Second quick sip, top them off. Now long, slow exhale, like you're sighing out every doubt you've carried. Again, inhale, sip, exhale. One more. Inhale, sip, exhale. 30-second guided silence. Feel your shoulders drop. That's science working in your body right now. Most people never get this far in understanding their own mind. You just did. Now we turn knowledge into muscle memory. This next half hour is pure hands-on training. We'll layer the technique in 3 progressive stages so it becomes automatic for you. Stage 1, pure physiological sigh. 38 minutes to 48 minutes. We already did the basic version. Now we do a full 5-minute cycle together. I'll guide you slowly, then give you space to own it. Full 5-minute guided cyclic sighing with verbal cues every 30 seconds, counting rounds, reminding of carbon dioxide clearance and nervous system shift. Stage 2, name it and sigh. 48 minutes to 55 minutes. Now we add the labeling step. Think of your biggest current doubt. Say or think, "This is just my brain trying to keep me safe." Then immediately run 3 full sighs. Guided practice with 90-second pause. Stage 3, sigh plus identity layer. 55 minutes to 68 minutes. While your nervous system is calm, we install new truth. On every exhale, add 1 powerful statement. We'll do 10 full rounds together. Examples I use every day. Inhale, sip, exhale, I am capable. Inhale, sip, exhale, I choose growth. Inhale, sip, exhale, my voice matters. Extended 10-round guided session with different statements each time, including prompts for you to choose your own. By the end of this section, you will have practiced the full 4-minute protocol at least 25 times. That's more reps than most people do in a month. Your body now knows the pattern. Before every podcast interview or launch, I used to freeze. Now I run the 4-minute sequence in the hallway. Let me tell you about the guest who almost canceled because doubt hit hard. One sigh session changed everything. Live practice tailored to imposter syndrome before big meetings with 90-second guided cycle. The moment before saying I love you or having the hard conversation. My own story of almost losing a friendship because doubt kept me silent for months. Guided sigh plus affirmation, I am worthy of connection with full 2-minute practice. Writer's block, blank page, fear of posting. How I used this before every early episode of Take and Grow when the doubt screamed loudest. Practice for idea doubt with extended 3-minute guided session. Gym intimidation, quitting diets, health anxiety. A real listener story I received just last week about how this sigh changed their relationship with their body. Breath and body acceptance layering with 2-minute live practice. Doubt as a parent. Am I messing them up? My own vulnerable moment with my kids when I almost canceled family game night because I felt unworthy. Practice for calm presence with 2-minute guided cycle. The ultimate use, stepping into the next level version of yourself. This is where everything compounds. Extended practice combining all previous layers with 4-minute full protocol.
Here are the mistakes I made at first. Rushing the exhale, forgetting to name the doubt, expecting overnight miracles. How to combine this with simple journaling or cold exposure for even stronger results. I tracked my own 6-month experiment. Anxiety dropped dramatically and confidence in decisions rose sharply. Here's exactly what the data showed me. Here's your exact daily plan. 5 minutes every morning with the sigh, plus 1 real-world application per day. Track your doubt level from 1 to 10. I'll share my own 30-day results. You will see measurable change if you commit right now. I know the question's coming. What if it doesn't work for me? Can I do it in public? How long until permanent? Here are the real answers with mini practices for each one. You now own Stanford's fastest brain hack for self-doubt. You've practiced it dozens of times with me today. The voice that used to stop you, it still shows up, but now you have the 4-minute reset button. Drop the word sigh shift in the comments right now if you felt even one moment of lightness during our practices. I read every single comment and reply to as many as I can. Tell me which area of life you're using this in first. If this 2-hour session moved the needle even 10% for you, hit like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this episode with one person who needs it. Next week, we're doing a full morning routine that stacks on top of this protocol for unstoppable momentum. Until then, remember, growth isn't about never feeling doubt. It's about knowing exactly how to move through it in 4 minutes. You've got this. I'm Dr. Silas Kincaid. Keep taking and growing. I'll see you in the next one. Breathe easy, family.